Hey there, welcome to CITAM Church Online. My name is Murichu, and I want to share with you another strategy that can help you to temper the tantrums. This is for the fathers. Like myself, you have little ones, and perhaps they're in that stage that at times is described as terrible 2s or 3s. You know, it can be terrific. Let's make it terrific. And part of making it terrific is employing these strategies in our parenting. I've also found that these strategies are applicable in other spheres of relationships. So the strategy I want to share is the second one, and it is what I'd call name it to tame it. When your little one has that mighty meltdown, what I know in African homes or just our setting, our growing up is rarely do we talk about, you know, how we feel. Rarely do we go into that domain of emotions. And so oftentimes, instead of naming to tame, what happens is that we dismiss and we deny. And so if a child is crying, you'll hear, don't cry. So the crying is dismissed for whatever reason. Or if the child is saying that they're feeling sad, what happens? You'll hear a parent, a mommy or a dad, a dad is saying that, you know what, it's okay, don't be sad, you're fine. But the strategy I want to share today is, instead of dismissing and denying the emotion, why don't you try a different approach? When the child is having that, maybe now it's not an outburst of anger, maybe it's a situation where they've fallen down, they're in pain, or it could be that they're very much afraid. They're afraid about something. Naming to tame is all about helping our children learn to give a name to the feelings that they're having. It could be asking, like for us, we'll ask our daughter at times, what's going on? How are you feeling? And I have found that when she's able to articulate how she's feeling, what begins to happen is she ends up feeling a bit more empowered, and she's able to ride or overcome that overwhelming surge of emotions. And so when she says, I'm feeling sad, I'll be able to walk her through it and go to the next step. So why are you sad? Or when she says that she's feeling afraid, I'll be able to take another step and ask, so what's going on? What are you thinking about that is causing you or making you to feel afraid? And engaging in that discussion, I have found, is one of the ways of helping our children learn self-regulation and also helping them develop emotionally. The anchor verse here is how Jesus grew, and he developed holistically. Luke chapter 2, verse 52. It talks about how he grew in stature. It talks about how he grew in wisdom. He grew in favor. He developed in a holistic manner. So this is part of how we help our children develop, especially their emotional component. It is by them naming what's going on. And when they name it, they're able to tame it. Just recently, I was reading this story, this miracle of Jesus, where he delivered the demoniac at Gadarenes or Gerasenes. It's recorded for us in the book of Mark chapter 5. And Jesus asks the demoniac, what is your name? He actually is talking to, you know, the spirit. And the moment the man is able to name it, you know, that's the journey that leads to his deliverance. When he says that he is Legion, Jesus then is able to exercise power over the demon, cast it out. I'm using those examples from the scripture and even from our day-to-day lives to say that part of how we can equip our children is, instead of dismissing and denying how they feel or the thoughts that they're having, you and I as parents, you and I as the authority figures, we can be able to help them develop the language to articulate what's going on, to name. And as they name, like Adam, as he named the animals, he was exercising dominion. As they name what's going on inside, I'm feeling afraid, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling sad, they begin to tame the overwhelming surge of emotions. Again, try it out the next time your little one is having a temper tantrum. Try and help them name the big emotions, and that will help tame things, bring things down to a level of self-regulation. Thanks for watching CITAM Church Online. I'd love to hear your thoughts around this. Let's keep talking on parenting and tempering our little ones' tantrums. God bless.